This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. My name is Nancy Smitham. My first two guests today are both from Friends Together. I have John Gloss and Dave Karshnick. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
And John, today we want to talk about Friends Together, in particular the group that you and Dave are both a part of.
Okay, we're part of Guys Like Us, which is a group connected with Friends Together. It's a group of just men. And the only requirement to join it is you have to have cancer. But it's a good support group. We enjoy it. We do a lot of good work, we think. This year we had a grant that we received from Michigan Urology Institute downstate. We were only one of three groups that received this grant. One of them was Carmanos in downstate. The other one was U of M Hospital and us. So it was a pretty good group. We had a nice grant from them. We're promoting things. We're putting a group called Hops and Health. We did this in November at the new brewery, Austin Brewery. It was very successful. We had 7 doctors participating and other healthcare professionals. Went very well. Went so well, we're having another one on January 19th.
Okay.
And it's going to be the same format. There'll be dinner provided, and you have to buy your own beer. I'm sorry, but we don't do that. And it's going to be a great group. We have doctors again that are going to be there. You must call and make a reservation because we're limited in how many people we can have. So they can call Friends Together, 356-3231, and it's for men only. So we'd appreciate you calling, and there are a few openings available. It's something that you'll be very glad you attend.
Okay, and Dave, before we started taping, we talked a little bit about support groups and Friends Together, Guys Like Us. You know, sometimes it's hard for people out there to go to a support group. You walk in the door the first time, you don't know what to expect. But we want to let people know that the Guys Like Us support group is very friendly, very outgoing, a bunch of wonderful men in our community that are facing cancer together.
Right. I was always a little skeptic about going to a support group, but I did go in January, and I didn't know what to expect. When I walked in, I knew 3 or 4 people there. I had no idea that they were dealing with cancer, but it was the best thing I ever done. And I really don't like to miss any. If I can help it, I don't miss very many. And it's a great camaraderie. Everybody talks, and they're dealing with things that you've dealt with. And you can talk to your loved ones and people that have went through it. They don't understand what you really have went through with radiation and chemo and all the different things that happens to a man going through this. So it's really important. And anybody that has it, don't feel bad about coming. It's every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. It lasts about 2 hours. Coffee and pop or water there, and everybody brings some treats. So it's a good place to go and tell what you've went through and all the doctor appointments that you have. You know, your whole life is controlled by doctor's appointments.
Yes.
And dates you'd never forget. So I encourage anybody that is going through this, a man, to come there on Wednesday morning. We had one 2 weeks ago, was told about possible coming there, and he come in and he stood there and he says, "Is this the right place?" I said, "If you're looking for a bunch of guys with cancer, you're here." He said, "Good." So he sat down and he opened up what was going on in his life. So, and everybody is very supportive. You don't hear anybody saying, "Well, you know, sit down, you've talked enough." You know, you talk as long as you have to talk, and sometimes you don't have to say anything. Except for John and I, we usually get our talking in.
Well, and the one time when I went there on a Wednesday, forgot about the meeting and went to drop something off there, everyone was laughing so hard, and it was just, I said, "You guys know that y'all have cancer, right? And this is a cancer support group meeting," and you laughed me back out the door again. So I guess I just feel bad for somebody who was fighting the battle alone. You know, go in, if you're a man, come into Friends Together, come into Guys Like Us, enjoy the camaraderie and the friendship and the love and the support you feel in that room. When you walk in the door, you feel it, and they're such a wonderful, caring group of people.
One thing I like about it, that I benefit from it, is being able to go there and complain and whine or something about what you're going through, and everybody does it. You get tired, or you don't even want to burden your wife or companion who's your caretaker. They have enough trouble dealing with it. So that's one thing I like to do. I can go there and complain, and and so forth, and everybody's going through the same thing, you know, so they can all listen to that.
Now, back to Hops and Health. So what kind of things do we find out when we're at Hops and Health?
Well, it's a unique format. What it is, we have this year, or this next one, we're going to have 6 tables with, I believe there's eight guys will be around this table. And at each table will be a healthcare professional, whether it's going to be a doctor. We have wonderful cooperation from these great doctors, Dr. Bohm, Dr. Courier, Dr. Hitzelberger, Dr. Decker will be there, and some other health professionals like physical therapists and so forth. And what happens is when it starts after dinner, it'll start, and the doctor, whoever is there, will explain to you what to be aware of for men's health. He'll talk about his specialty. Dr. Bohm will talk about prostate cancer. And he talks for 8 to 10 minutes, and then the doctor or health professional switches tables. So it's kind of like a round robin, and it's really beneficial. You learn a lot. It's a lot of fun, and it's a great place to have this too. Austin Brothers is great.
And once again, I know, knowing you folks, that it's not a doom and gloom thing. It's a fun thing.
Oh,
it's
right.
an educational thing.
And the most important thing about this Hops and Health is that it's free.
Okay.
They don't ask for donations.
No.
You get a free meal, and you get free advice from these doctors and healthcare specialists. So that is, once again, it's January 19th at 6 o'clock at the Austin Brothers Beer Company. And you got to reserve a seat, like John said. Call Friends Together, 356-3231, and set up your appointment.
Okay, and you only have a few openings left, so
Yeah,
get that
there's not
call in.
many left. Yeah, last time was a sellout. We had a waiting list of 15, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah,
from the last one. So
Okay.
please call soon and make a reservation. We also have, coming up in March, we're going to have a big healthcare program that's going to go along with that. So if you watch the newspapers or media, this is going to be something that's really good too, county-wise.
And that's for all the outlying areas. And it's, you know, hey guys, you know, man up and get a checkup. So this is what we're focusing
Yes,
on.
and men are a little reluctant to do those kind
Sure.
of things, but as we all know, the best fight against cancer is the early detection.
Right.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, I want to thank both of you very much for being here.
Thank
Love you
you.
both. So glad you're doing so well. Keep up the good work and keep that support group
Well-
going, and hope people will call and sign up for Hops for Health and then come to your support
Yeah,
group.
well,
too.
you're a
Great.
special person too.
Yes,
so
you are.
Well,
we
thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes, you are.
I'll be right back following these messages.
Good morning. I am Jay Walterwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk to the Town. With me this morning is Dana Grimaldi,
Hi, Jay.
Health and Fitness Technician
That's
for the
correct.
Wellness Center.
That's correct.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's great to have you here. Why don't you start out by telling our viewers a little bit about what the Wellness Center is?
Well, the Wellness Center is a community-based, really, gym at the college that's available to the students as well as the community. Many people don't know that, but we have a really nice gym, very, very affordable memberships. So we work with the students and the administrator and the staff, and a lot of the community who come in 4 or 5 days a week. Actually, it's a really nice gym.
Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say the full name of the Wellness Center.
Which is
Isn't it the Frederick
T. Johnson. That's correct. Yes.
Wellness Center. We
That's
have
correct.
to give them credit. So what can people do at the Wellness Center? What types of activities?
Oh, well, we have a full line of cardio equipment, strength training equipment, free weights, really everything you need to come in and get a really, really good workout.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what type of people would benefit from that type of thing?
Any age. We have anything from the students now that I think start at about 15, give or take, if they're dual enrolled. We've got 85-year-olds plus, so we run the gamut.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about what you do personally, but wanted to point out that membership for students at the college in the Wellness Center is free.
Included in their
It's paid for
enrollment.
by their student activity fee that they
Correct.
pay every time they register.
Correct.
So that's good. So students are encouraged to use the Wellness Center.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah,
And
yeah.
they can also use it as part of their classes.
Their class credit, correct.
There's a number of classes that...
And the teams train in there, the sports teams, the basketball teams, and the volleyball girls, and the softball girls, so.
That's right.
Yeah.
What I like, though, is that you don't have to be an athlete to use the facilities. I know
no.
I've used it on occasion. I go down at lunch, and I enjoy a brief yet invigorating run on the treadmills. It's low-key. It's a nice place. There's always a lot of nice, friendly people around.
Yes.
It's enjoyable.
Yes, there's a lot of employees really who come in on their break or their lunch hour and get in a quick one, and sometimes if that's all the time you have, that's what you have to make, do. So yeah, and we're glad when they can get in there.
Yep, and I'm glad you pointed out that it is affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Once you're in the Wellness Center, people have a chance to work with you and with Noel
Yes,
Hall.
that's correct.
Why don't you talk a little bit about what you guys do there?
In terms of?
Well, I know that you can help people put together fitness regimens and stuff like that.
I'm actually a certified trainer. I have been since about 2003. So that's kind of my wheelhouse. I like to bring them in at the beginning and see what they can do, put together some things to take them to the next level. And I enjoy seeing people do things they didn't think they could do, and they can. So yeah, that's probably the thing I like best, is seeing everybody get to the next level. So it's a busy environment with the students and the community, and we try to do things to keep everybody engaged and coming back and signing up again the next year for another year. So. Yeah.
And that's a good point right there. Let's make sure our viewers understand that membership goes from, it's a semester-based membership.
Well, there are a semester-based. There's also a yearly base. There's an annual base. There's a monthly, weekly, daily. We pretty much can work with anybody's budget or needs. So, yeah.
Well, let's talk about some of the activities. I know you and I are on a committee, new committee that started this fall, which is our Wellness Committee at
correct.
The college. Why don't you talk a little bit about the Wellness Committee and a couple of our activities?
Okay. Well, the Wellness Committee is actually new this year. I worked last year as well, so this is new, and I love it because now I get a lot of help and ideas and support. So we kicked off this year with what we called a day where we wanted everybody to kind of get the fitness thought in mind, I guess. So we had a day we called Tennis Shoe Tuesday, and we encouraged everybody to wear them, and that was
college
fun.
Employees.
The college employees, the staff,
students,
that's correct.
yeah.
And they would post on our site when they'd all wear their shoes, and you could see, all their feet and stuff, and that was cute. That moved us right into the ACC Steps It Up, where we had 60 employees, I believe, all wear a pedometer for 8 weeks and record all their steps. See, so your Fitbit on. Now, what they had to do then was record their steps and send them over to Deb. And for every 50,000 steps that they reached, their name went into a drawing. So, I think in the end we totaled almost 13,000 miles once all the steps were totaled up, and we had 2 people win a drawing, a gift bag, which was fun, and we had a couple co-workers who walked over 1 million steps apiece. That was fun.
That is amazing, over 8 weeks, yes.
And I did learn it's very hard to get 10,000 steps in a day. I didn't think it would be that hard, and I'm not sure I made it every time actually, but so I thought that went really well. What are we doing now? Holiday Hold'em. Our Holiday Hold'em is a program designed not really to lose weight during the holidays, but to hold your weight at a good rate. So what we had everybody do, they had to come in the week before Thanksgiving and weigh in and pay $5 and draw a poker card so they could begin to build their card hand. So every week they have to come back and weigh in again, and if they're no more than 2 pounds above what they weighed in initially, they get to draw another card. So it's keeping everybody participating. I think this has been one of my favorites, really. They'll draw one more card when they come back after break, after the first of the year, and the one with the best poker hand, I think, stands to win about $80 or something, and there'll be another prize. And so it's been a lot of fun, kind of keeping everybody honest in terms of calories and what they're doing, during the holidays. So that's been fun. So far it's been my favorite.
I know many times, even today as I was shopping and anticipating all of the holiday sweets that I might have, I thought about that program.
See?
And I thought, you know, I should really hold off on that.
Better wait till after this event, right?
So
Right.
that's, I think that's neat, and I also love the name of the program, Hold'em.
The holiday hold'em, yes.
Which helps people understand that you need to hold the line at the holidays and not gain weight, which is
Right.
a challenge for,
Right.
for a lot of people.
Yes.
And you also get to play poker. And we found some pretty serious poker
There's
players.
some pretty strong hands going right now, yes. It's, we're getting down to the wire, and people are beginning to, you know, check their cards to see what they need.
All right.
So yeah, that's going well.
Well, maybe we'll have you back after January, and you can tell us how that all went.
Recap how
Yeah.
everybody did, yeah.
Well, that's all our time.
Oh, okay.
Dana, thank you for joining me.
Well, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yep, and thank you for joining me. Once again, I am Jay Walterwright, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is Talk of the Town.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy
Good.
Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.